Hello everyone, in this video I'm gonna be continuing the Tales from a Far Territory story. So in the new expansion there's another part of the story that has been added, and that includes going to the zone of contamination, which if you have seen some of my other videos I've just been having a bit of an explore of. So now I'm back in my Stalker survival mode save, and I've made my way to the new region, Zone of Contamination. I've found the gas mask, I've found a few canisters, so I'm kind of ready now to see where the tale takes us. So basically all it says is search the Langston mine for remnants of Rudiger, I can't say that, and his project. Use the handheld shortwave to locate any signs of life. So obviously this means that I probably have to wait for an Aurora to happen to actually find anything. Okay, so the Aurora finally came. At the moment I'm nearby these two big buildings, and I seem to already have a signal. Wait. No, this way? So I'm just gonna follow. But I also have to watch out, I don't want to go into any... I'd rather not go into the poisonous gas right now. I mean, to be honest, I kind of thought that you would be finding signals in the mine, since that's literally what it says. Search the Langston mine. But I've already got a signal out here, so let's see what happens. So okay, I went nearby this idle camp area, because it kind of seemed to be heading in this direction. Past this little train car. Yep. Okay, must be very nearby for a signal. Oh. What? What am I looking for? Oh. Oh, uncover cache. Is that a skull? Oh, yeah. Ooh. So after finding the first signal, the second part is gonna be to track down the crashed helicopter mentioned in the journal entry. By the way, here is the location on the map of the first signal site, if you need it. So here I have located the area or where the helicopter is in. I'll show you the map in a moment. So this is the second part, the second signal you have to follow, and it brings you to a, I guess, broken down or crashed helicopter. Ooh, the foreman's key.
Could end up being useful.
Bunch of canisters, that's great. Nice. That was a nice one. So I continued to search here. I was a bit blind and totally missed the security chief's log right there. Oh! I'm so blind!
If this reaches you, it means they made it out, and to the mainland. What a mess, old friend. I sent them your way after we managed to get a chopper flight-worthy. By now, they shared my old call sign with you, from the Alaska days. I hope that, and this note from my logbook, convinces you. Do you recognize the book? Do you remember it? It's gone bad over here, and strange beyond anything. But it's on me now. And there are others still missing down below. Take care, and keep an eye on the horizon. You never know. Pertasky.
So in the next step we need to go and search the concentrator and headframe facility for clues or tools to help locate the experiment. By the way, here is the location on the map of the fallen helicopter. So I went inside the headframe building first, where I remembered that there was a little hut here and you needed a key, so we just found the foreman's key, obviously from the last step.
It was our first day back down below since the boss and his people arrived. He called us together and had us all sign new paperwork. Boilerplate stuff, but it had us wondering what's changed. Then he gave a speech, as he likes to do, only this time in front of the gadget. I almost bought it, but then again, I've never been too practical. At least not enough to see what's good for me. He talked for a long time, but in the end, we were able to restart our work on the machine. We also rebolted the track connecting the concentrator to the ridge above. Better access if we need to move in more generators. This thing needs all the juice we can find. Did I mention I need to get the hell out of here?
So there's one more thing to find, which is important to continue with the objectives. These bolt cutters is what you need. Don't forget to pick them up, otherwise you're not getting anywhere. After picking those up, the objectives are going to update, and then we have to find a way to the tracks connecting the concentrator to the ridge above. This part I kind of remembered because in my exploration videos I had already discovered this kind of bridge or path to a gate which doesn't allow you to go into the mine that you need a key for, so I'm just showing you kind of the way to get there from where we were at the foreman's hut inside the headframe building, and now we're going into the concentrator building. There might be a quicker way to get up here. I'm not sure. I'm still not used to all the new layout of everything. But here we are. Eventually we get to this exit and you go across this track bridge, and you get to a gate over here. But it needs a key. So then the next part is to search the rest of the mine for a way into the locked zone. So I decided to use the entrance that is accessible via the kind of, I guess, quarry area, which is just in front outside of these two big buildings. So I went into this entrance, and also because I have been here before, I've already lit the lanterns. Feel free to follow along kind of where I go here. It's the way that I know. There may be other ways. First we take a left, then a right at the next fork, and then at this fork we go to the left where it says mine site. We continue. There's gas in this section, so don't forget that you will need your gas mask and canisters. Here we go to the right again. Continue. You will eventually see a sign that says think on it. Continue, and you'll get to this little area here. And here we do a kind of very sharp left down this chute, I guess. I'm not sure what the proper name for it is. Go all the way along here, and eventually you come up to a set area where there is a dead body, and please search it because you find the key to the mine office. And then we continue straight. And eventually you'll come up to a fork again where on your right you will see a dead body, but then you go to the left. Continue along here. It is quite a long bit and it's full of gas, but eventually you'll get to an area that kind of opens up a little bit. So once the gas finally stops in this area, there's some things to loot, but if you just continue ahead, you will see a gate on your left or right side, sorry, your right side, which you'll need those bolt cutters to open up. we're gonna find the mine gate key, which is what we need to get into that other entrance that we checked out. And so now the objectives will update, and it says to explore the locked zone of the mine for any signs of Rudger. Rudger? I can't say it, sorry. So here we are back at that entrance that we needed the key for. And if we go inside here, in the first little section here, we are going to find one of the logs from the security chief. And some canisters, always helpful.
I can probably make it back to the surface before the weather turns again. Moving slowly now. Recording as much as I can. The writing helps keep me here. Otherwise, my mind wanders. To the sea. To small ships and deep water. My mother's voice.
So I continued down this mines area, and eventually the first fork you come to, I went to the left, but it was a dead end. So I just went back and continued straight. Here I needed my gas mask. Again, don't forget this. This part did get a little confusing. I have a feeling there's multiple ways to go. I decided to go down this chute. And eventually I found a lantern to turn on, but yeah, it's a little confusing. If you can follow along if you like, or you can find your own way. I'm assuming they all will head to the same place. There are some dead ends. So eventually you find your way to this area here. Well, you'll find another security log. Security chief's log.
I'm never leaving this place. I see that now. I tried to reason with him. To get him to see what this had all cost us. Rudiger had other plans. The transmission site over the mountains. He's always had a way out. Always. He risked nothing. So I came back down. To try and smash this thing. Or do something. Anything. I think I'll just close my eyes for a little while.
So after this, I followed the way that said danger, keep out, because I assumed that was probably the way to go. There is, I think, one other way you can go, which I haven't looked at yet myself. So then you get to this machine room, or whatever this is. And you go through here.
In every man's journey, there's a moment of total clarity. When a blue sky or an empty road shows the way forward. I have had several moments like this during my life, but they always carried with them a spark of unpredictability, an energy I did not control. Was it these moments, these great creases in time that brought me my wealth, my success, my institutions and engines of influence and power? I have explored many corners of the planet and subjected myself to many dangerous and foolish undertakings, seeking the answers to these questions. And I survived, often in spite of myself and my ambition to define the absolute edges of my own existence. But as the wheel of my life makes its final turn, I have decided they are the wrong questions altogether. I am making new questions, and with them, new answers, new knowledge. A different world is coming. I am certain of it, and I will be prepared. It is only a matter of when, and it is in uncovering the when that I will define my own moment. Once again, I have seen the new horizon.
So after that weirdness, you go through here to find, to look for 4 items in the control room. The 4 items you need to find are the Foreman's tool belt, which is a new item in the game. The Testament, feel free to read this at your own pace. You've also got a last report from the Foreman.
We're just waiting now. I've been walking the tunnels up and down. Hair's getting bad again. Just scribbling these reports. Not sure why, though. Not anymore. It's like they turned the lights off in my head. All dark. Where'd it all go?
And then you also find some remains from the security chief. And the last log of the security chief.
I wanted to see you again. I wanted to feel your hand on my hip. Your smile in my eyes. I can't picture what this thing is without that. Or you. Everything is fading away here. I keep seeing my spot up above, near the waterfall. I want to escape. All that water, on its way to the sea, far away. The only thing I know is if I write it down, it might get to you. Some way. I love you. Just frost now. My breath.
Once you've found these items, the last objective comes up, which is basically to lay the security chief's bone to rest near the waterfall, which is depicted in the Polaroid that you get in her last log. I'll show you the location of this on the map in a moment. So once you've done this, that is pretty much the end of the tale. As you can see, tale complete, and you get a badge. And here's the location, if you need help finding it. So that concludes the Buried Echoes tale. I hope this video has been helpful to you in some way. I also want to tell you guys, if you've made it this far in the video, that unfortunately in my Stalker save mode, which is where I was playing this tale, afterwards I was, well, just playing the game, continuing what I was doing, and I really, really stupidly fell down the elevator shaft. Which is in the headframe building, and I don't know what I was doing. I was somehow in my inventory and I tried to grab the rope, but I didn't in time and I died. So I don't have my Stalker save anymore, which I'm kind of, well, pissed off about. I'm kind of glad I got to record this before that happened, otherwise I would have had to start all of the stories again. But I'm guessing I will have to at some point, because I think there's gonna be still more to these tales, as far as I understand, or maybe not. I'm not quite sure. But in either way, it's yeah. I'm a bit annoyed about that. It was such a stupid, dumb moment and mistake. Anyway, I wish I kind of had the footage to show you guys, but I wasn't recording at that point anymore. Anyway, thanks guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and see you in the next one.